So my thought on we're gonna take the entire video, right? And then let's produce the entire video with a main message or whatever, an interview with whoever it was, and then you'll see my cues where I segue into another question or a different topic, and then you can create a separate piece of content from that.
Yeah. So very topical.
Very topical. So so somebody that might not listen to the 1.5 hour video will
Yeah.
take that 20 minutes of that specific because that resonates with them.
Yeah.
So we'll take a piece of that on every one of the videos we're making. All the
Yeah.
interviews, the interviews that I do for Pestgeek, the interviews that I did online with everybody. We'll take it and then make micro content from that.
Yes.
And then maybe publish that the next week sometime. So you might end up publishing that. Maybe we can do it on a Saturday where you'll set it
Yeah.
automatically publish on Saturday, so we don't have to do it. I don't want to be working on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Just create it during the week, upload it, SEO it, and then put a release date for that for a Saturday. So
Got it.
that
Got
can be
it.
a special piece of content, and then do the same for another piece of content where we release it on Sunday.
Got it.
And then that way, and then take all little kinds of pieces on that and turn it into 1 minute segments for TikTok.
Yes.
And then maybe we make 7 pieces of content for that off of that one video. And
Yeah.
then let's see how we start releasing it daily on TikTok. Where can you go into TikTok right now and schedule a release for that at a certain time?
I haven't tried it yet, but I think you can. Let
Okay,
me see.
see if you can. And
See.
then what I would do is just go in when you go into TikTok, produce it to release tomorrow. Let's
Right.
say 7 times during the day at 7 different times. If we create 7 pieces of content.
I think you are. It says schedule a video, so obviously it allows you to schedule the release.
Okay, so I would be planning on like today, you get 7 pieces from that Jonovich content.
Yeah.
And then take out 7 things, 7 minutes that you think would be like prime material.
Right.
And then go ahead and create 7 and then custom release it for one every hour.
Okay.
You see it now. You can do that, and then now we can release 7 times a day on TikTok.
7 times. Okay.
Let's just shoot for that. I mean, you make it crazy. I mean, see if it's going to be a 7 minutes. You're already in the content. You flagged it. And let's see how long that. Let's see, and then time it for me. How long that took to do that special project, so we can have how long it actually takes to produce that content. So from the time you start exporting it and setting it up.
Yeah. And I guess the only thing here that is going to be a huge variable is actually sifting through. It's not the technical side. It's more of the editorial thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
To figure out what it takes. In other
Yeah.
words, start doing it and say, okay, I'm going to start doing TikTok now. Get the time on that. And say,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to start sifting through the material for TikTok. Sift through it and say, how long does it take to incorporate this? Right now, we're at 2.5 hours for what we've been doing once a day. From today, when you start doing it, say, okay, it took to sift through the content and pull out what I thought was 3, 4, 5 pieces of good YouTube material.
Yeah.
For future release. Then, because what we can do for future release, if we don't have content that day, for some reason, like Friday, I couldn't produce content for you, and you couldn't upload it because there was nothing there, you were done. This is the content that you keep it in storage.
Archiving, yeah, we just start archiving it.
Archiving.
Building a stockpile of,
right, and then
content.
I'd say that if you can post today and release for tomorrow 3 times a day on Instagram.
Okay.
So make micro content from that whole release too on Instagram.
So I'll be posting today and having something ready for tomorrow.
to post 3-4 times a day on Instagram. Auto
Okay.
release it.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you can even post it for today and get some to release tonight. In
Yeah.
other words, figure out how we're getting 3-4 pieces of content a day
Right.
targeted on Instagram. And then on Facebook, I would do it the same way, maybe 3-4 times a day to release on Facebook. Because you can schedule on Facebook.
Yeah.
So then get a whole piece of content up, the whole video. But whatever you do for YouTube, if we get 3 pieces of content for YouTube, do the same for Instagram and Facebook. And release 19-minute videos with different topics, but release it on Facebook 3 times a day.
Okay, so
it's easier to keep it uniform. You create a piece of content for, you created 3 micro contents out of one video for Facebook, then go ahead and do 3 videos, the same 3 videos, but just design them for Instagram, and then design them for Facebook too. And then upload them 3 times a day on Facebook, or pre-upload them with a pre-release.
okay, but you still want the full length on Facebook, or
We still want the full length everywhere we can put it, full length.
okay?
And then
Very
create
good.
additional with different headings, because there's a lot of people saying there's no way I'm sitting through a 1.5 hour video.
Exactly. So little snippets.
So we get 6-minute videos here, 19-minute videos, all with topics that are going to interest people. So if we're talking about SEO, he might not want to listen about the employee hiring section of the video I just did today, but he might be interested in the SEO portion of it.
Right.
And then we create one for hiring and that for the guy who's interested in that topic.
Got it. That's fine. That's sort of what I've been doing already. I just haven't been doing it in that number, to be able to release it that way.
Yeah, so let's start looking at it where we can release. I mean, anything more, like let's say on Saturday and Sunday we don't have content. Let's release that micro content on YouTube.
Okay.
On Saturday and Sunday, so we have 2 releases on Saturday and Sunday from 2 different pieces. It might be a Fantasso piece. It might be one of my pieces. It might be an interview. It could be anything. And then we release it also on social media Saturday and Sunday. So you can pre-program during the week, kind of go into Instagram and say, okay, I'm going to release this piece on Saturday at 2, and then I'm going to release this piece at Saturday at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And you start kind of going in and say, what do I have ready for release? Let me just keep adding to different pieces. So it isn't me with the same look and the same person. Every time it gets released, it's another piece of micro content that gets released during the day.
Yeah.
To rotate our micro content. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So now I got about, what time is it? I'm good. I got to about 3:30 though, before I gotta pick up my son.
Got it.
Let's look at what we gotta do. Listen, I just got Nextdoor. Let me share my screen with you. Give me a second.
Are you using the same mic? Because you sound sort of in the background now, by the way.
Well, I'm using the microphone from the camera.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Yeah. I don't have my microphone here. Well, let me see what I can do. Hold on a second. Let me see.
It sounds like it's all in the background.
Let me switch out the microphone. Give me a second.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me get out of the shot. What I might do is I'll put this microphone here.
Now it's sounding better.
It can't sound better. Well, I'm closer. I'm like literally butt up against it. Hold on a second. All right, let me switch up. To get it out of my face.
There we go. Sorry.
Hold on.
Can you edit that out?
Yeah. So how does that sound? That's
Perfect.
okay. We're going raw, bro. So, how's that? The quality? Super.
Beautiful.
Okay, yeah. So I'll do that next
Awesome.
time. I'll just bring my, because I got the little stand here that I use when I got to record on the other side of the desk. So let me share the screen with you here.
Yeah.
I just got the Nextdoor up. We need to brand it. I need to send you the credentials for Nextdoor.
Okay, what is this again?
This is Nextdoor. Have you ever been on Nextdoor yet?
No.
Okay, watch a couple of videos on Nextdoor so you see how it works. We got the business page set up, but we need to brand it. We need to put pictures up, videos, whatever we can put. Figure out how to use it.
Okay, yeah.
Just figure it out, and then we start posting on there daily. I think we need to be
Beautiful.
posting pictures of bugs and gardens, mostly garden stuff. I think is going to resonate with people. The landscape stuff.
Got it.
How we're actually, you know, what we got a pretty picture. I'll create some stuff, and I'm going to start uploading it to Google Drive, and create a folder for images, and then I'll brand it as Nextdoor. I don't know if we can do video on Nextdoor. I think we can do images, but
See,
find out. And if not, just go ahead and get a couple of YouTube videos and figure it out.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you the credentials on this because I already got in to start doing some ads on Nextdoor.
Okay.
And for our zip code here, I'm trying to build a route density for the route. And then so I can build route density, I'm going to probably be using Nextdoor. I'm doing some stuff on the Facebook, but bro, it's not yielding the result. I think we're going to have to broaden it, or I'm dumping $5 a day right now on Facebook on just 3 zip codes in my area.
Can I see the ads that you're using?
Yeah, let me do that. Let me go to the ad center. Give me a second here. Let me go to the ad manager. I'm not impressed with it. We got to do some A/B split testing on it.
Yes.
We haven't been able to do it yet. All right. So here's the ad and the ad spend that we're doing. So far, reach 3,300, $5 a day, 6,000 impressions on each ad. There's only 2 ads. There's a roach ad and there is a ant ad. So far, the reach has been 1,350 impressions, but $156 on ad spend for that, with very little
return on it.
Very little clicks. We've gotten 1 deal from it, but that was Broward, and we're advertising it in Dade. So if you go look at the ad sets, let me look at the actual ads. Here's the actual ads. I don't know if all right. I have to be able to pull it, but you can see the ads there. You can go in with the credentials and take a look at them and play with it.
Okay.
Just use my credentials and get in there. I'm not impressed with it. I was getting more clicks when I did it broader. The cost went down, the cost per click, because I narrowed it down to zip codes.
Right.
Went from like $1.50 to $2 a click, all the way to about $12 a click. So if I go broad, I get a lot of clicks, but what I got to measure against is what's really the ROI. What's the amount of calls?
Yeah.
So I don't care to pay $12 a click versus $2 a click if we're getting a more niched audience that's actually playing into our what we want. So let me look at
and what is this ad designed to do? Is it to get a phone call, or
no? It's designed to go to our website, look at our information, and give us a call right now. The form on the website, remember, we reverted back from the other person, which I got to send you. This is another thing I got to remind myself. I got to send you that entire website. It's an HTML website.
Okay.
Figure out how we could use that HTML somehow to upgrade our website with that information.
Okay.
If you can view that website offline so you can see it, how it was designed, you can see how the form is. We can get that form, put it back in there, and how we want to design it. Because I like the way they designed it. But obviously the SEO was tanked, but that's the web design was actually really nice.
Yeah.
How we can use that design and kind of change it up a bit, and tell me what you think about it. But how many link clicks? All right, so here's the link clicks. We've got 24 link clicks.
Okay.
All right, so unique link clicks 23, 24. So we've got a total of 44 link clicks on $156 of ad spend.
What conversion we've got from that, I can't tell because they're not going to a form or a landing page right now.
Yeah,
They were, but not anymore because the site changed. We had to revert it back.
right.
So I have no idea what this is converting right now.
Exactly.
So I'm flying blind. I need to get a form in there somehow to get them to fill out that form, and or create a landing page just for this, so that we could track on Google Analytics the amount of clicks we're getting from here directly to the
Right.
page and what the conversion is if they're calling or filling out the form. If they're filling out the form, we can track it because we know Facebook ad, ants, then we know that we got a lead from it because people contacted us through that page. And that's our conversion. And then we can kind of say, okay, our conversion is, for every 10 clicks, we're getting 1 call. So we know what our ad spend is producing, and then we can figure out what our close ratio is off of that. Right now, we can't.
What is more effective, to get a call from them?
It doesn't matter.
Or have them supply their number so you can
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a conversion either way.
Yeah, but the point is it easier to track, if they're submitting their info for you to schedule a call from you? It would be easier to track that to see how well it's doing.
Yeah, because on the call we can't actually tell unless I ask them.
Yeah,
because it's going to the call center.
Yeah, unless you set it up in a way where
it would have to have a custom phone number where we can do that through an app called CallRail, or we can actually do it through our new phone system with it's called Phone for Pest or Call for Pest or something like that.
So where they can schedule a call, basically.
Well, they can do the call, and then if we use the phone number in the ad, we put so then basically every call that comes in from that ad, we can track it down through that phone number. So we know that was a result. We got 5 phone calls from that ad. We can do it with Call for Pest. I think it's I haven't even used it yet.
But I get the concept.
Yeah. So it's like CallRail or something like that.
Okay.
Let me go and stop sharing so we can go back. But anyway, you get the idea. So basically, if you use the credentials, you can get into the ad center, and then you can go into there's a campaign. There's a campaign, an ad set, and an ads. There's 3 parts to the Facebook ads. What I need you to do is go through that Billie Jean stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Let me go back to you so I can see myself. Go through the Billie Jean stuff.
Yeah.
And start figuring out how the ads,
we apply that. Yeah.
How we apply that to the ads. I think I want you to see what they did in the ads, and then I want you to come up with your own ad.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
that's what I asked.
Yeah, do your own ad, and then let's add another. Let's take these do A/B split testing against these 2 ads that are. It's basically 2 ads running in 3 markets right now in 3 zip codes around here, because I really want to focus on it on the close by to here.
Yeah, so that you don't spend all day driving.
We got to create the route density. Yeah. So that's then what I want to be able to do is say, okay, once we figure out what actually works on an ad, then I want to say, okay, let's try this in Broward so I can do Fort Lauderdale.
Exactly.
And then I want to be able to do it in Coral Gables too, because I've got a nice big route in Coral Gables that if we can create route density there. So I want to create route density here in this area, Coral Gables, and then Doral. Because Doral is where we have this here is where the money is. Coral Gables is where the money is. Doral is where the money is. That's where I got most of my clients. Everything else in between is okay if we get it, but I would like to focus route density and building that up more. I think the Doral route is full right now for that day, almost. We got in the route that's a North Dade route. So that covers Hialeah Gardens, Doral, Miami Lakes. And then we got the beach, which we got a good amount, which covers almost an entire day. So we need to just focus on those areas to try just to make it, to make the route density in those 4 markets. But I think we can dive in a little bit on that. If you can spend some time on that, maybe an hour or 2
Yeah.
a day right now learning it, that's fine.
Perfect.
Do you feel that with amount of stuff you got right now, like let's do the test this week with you working on this only and then creating the micro content?
Right.
Because you've already got the content creation down for the week.
Yeah.
So let's before we get into the website, I know I want to get into that, but honestly, that's working right now. I'm not too concerned about upgrading that site because that's going to be about 200 hours or more worth of work.
Right.
And I got to budget that out for the next 3 months to start focusing on that. Maybe give you an hour a day to work on 1 page a day to fix. And we've got about 300 pages to go through to seeing how we upgraded to 2021 SEO versus 2016 SEO, which is they're on now. So I think how much your schedule is pretty much the same.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're ready. Did you for Thinkific? Did you already put in that credit card for your stuff?
Yeah, I did that yesterday. The next thing we need to worry about is reassigning, pointing my domain to Thinkific.
Okay, so there's two ways we can do it. We can get out of a custom domain, but you already you don't have
Inglés Wow. We have Inglés Wow. So the idea is to get into, reassigning the DNS.
Right. So, but the question is, you have a website.
Yeah, the one that we have.
Right. Wow. But the thing is, if you reassign that DNS, it's going to go directly to Thinkific. Nobody's going to go to your website.
Why not? I don't get it.
Because the DNS is going to be pointing toward Thinkific. It'll completely bypass your website. So the other way of doing it is you create a button on your website that says Academy sign up. In other words, and then you create a link to the Thinkific account where it takes them there.
Okay, I'm trying to make sense of that.
Right. So in other words,
I thought that Thinkific would allow you to basically take your custom site, go to your host, because I don't know who hosts.
No, Thinkific won't do that. Thinkific will let you create your academy as a website and create a sales funnel in it and all that. But the website we built on WordPress will not be the site on there. You literally have to create it on Thinkific.
Oh, okay.
And then you can do a custom URL.
So that it looks like Inglés Wow.
It looks like Inglés Wow. The DNS is pointing to that. Correct.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. I guess that would be the route to go.
And then we kill your website.
Yeah, because we really don't need anything from there anymore. We got everything on it. And just customize it so that it comes out to.
So basically contact Thinkific.
Okay.
We remember we have that hosting through. That is hosting through WP. Who's our hosting site, bro?
That's the thing. That's that's what you.
Yeah, I would have to give you. I'm gonna give you have all the credentials for that, I think.
Well, I get into the WordPress, but
no, you got you. I'm gonna give you
our provider, our hosting provider.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the credentials so you can log into that. Yeah, you didn't have that, so you have to contact them and then have them point that DNS over to Thinkific. And then contact Thinkific and ask them, what is the process to do it? I mean, they've got it, I think, automated.
That's it. That's the idea.
Okay, and then basically you have to create everything you did on that website, that landing page. You got to create it over on Thinkific. Your landing page.
That's already set up for the most part. We just need to tweak it. But that's pretty much done.
Okay, so you got a sales funnel created. All the videos are there too, and everything. Okay, so you've done it.
Students, and I already did most of that.
Let's kill. Then take off. Yeah, let's kill.
What I got. The only thing I have to do is take the students that I have, there's like 25 of them, and move them to the new account, to the new service, re-register them
Sorry about that.
manually, and let them know you guys are all, you're already on a paid platform. It's free for you guys. So
Right.
you know,
Re-register them
enjoy
over
it.
there and have them go in. I think they're going to have a better
Yeah.
user experience
Yeah,
on
and then
Thintific
just
than.
you know, share and everything, whatever. That's it, and then we're ready to go.
Okay.
So
Okay, bro.
what I
So,
need is the provider.
all right.
Let
So I'm
me
going to
get-
give it to you. It's WP, bro. Now I keep thinking
No.
WP Rocket, but WP Rocket is what
Just
we
check
use.
check your emails, whatever you find.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Hey,
look at it
baby.
right now.
Love you
It's
too.
not WP Rocket. It's
Later, alligator.
WP. Hold on.
It's
I
great.
can't.
Just send it if you want. Just send
I
it later.
can't remember, bro. I can't even
No,
remember.
you gotta go in your email and just search for English. Wow, in your email,
Yeah.
and you should see something from the provider.
No, but I have it. I have it here. I just got to remember it's a WP Engine. That's what we have.
Oh, is that
Man.
the host?
Yeah. We got the host is WP Engine. Yeah.
I'll figure it out then.
Yeah,
I've done it
WP.
before.
I'll send you the credentials for
Okay,
for
and I'll
WP
figure it
Engine,
out.
and then you figure it out with them.
Got it.
So yeah, so today,
I'm gonna splice these three together. The Jovanovich or Jonovich or whatever.
Jonovich, yeah,
All right, create a full length. I'll post
full
that.
length. And remember, you
And
got
then
to
I'll-
figure out a way to put me side by side with him on the same
Yeah.
screen, and then on the other
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
it's going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
top and bottom, and figure it out. And then
That's
let's
easy.
and let's create a long piece. We're going to go long form on that one, and then figure out 18, 26 minutes. How much content can you extract the most that you can? So if you got to go an extra hour or two to find it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do that and then create. Okay, we're going to use, so we don't have to make that much of creative other than the display, the size.
Yeah,
or-
that's what I meant before. The creative part to that
on Instagram.
is not an issue. I mean,
Yeah, it's sorting through it.
It's getting the content. That is going to be the variable. That's going to be a challenge.
Let's figure it out. Figure it
Yeah.
out this week. Spend all
Yeah.
week on that. That
Yeah,
way we
'cause
get
that's what I'm doing. I'm like on some videos, I'm able to get content pretty quickly.
right.
On others, it takes me time to
It is what it
listen
is.
and try to find. So
Yeah, I know.
that's always going to be the
No, right now you're doing 2.5
Yeah.
hours on a day average to produce one piece of content across 7 platforms.
yeah.
Are you getting it? Are you distributing that on Twitter or no? Or
Not yet.
LinkedIn?
I haven't created.
Here's what I'm going to
anything
do.
on
Here's what I'm going to do. When you get it done, create an Asana task for me
that. Yeah.
so that I can go on Hootsuite and distribute it on LinkedIn as a post on LinkedIn. You know how to use Hootsuite?
No.
Let's go to Hootsuite. Let me log into Hootsuite and I'll show you how to use it.
Got it.
All right, because then I'll give you the credentials.
Yeah.
and you just do it from there.
Yeah.
That's easier that way. Let me log in. Sign in. All right, I'm gonna let me share my screen with you. All right, are you seeing it? You seeing Hootsuite?
Hang on. Where are you? Yeah.
All right. So basically, this is, and this is basically the way it works is, let's see here. This is my Nature Pace Facebook. All right. So this is what's been going on my messages. I can see everything that happens on the account. All of our posts. We haven't posted anything on there. I got to get some content for Nature Pest. We haven't posted anything on there for over a week. But let's go to Pestgeek Podcast. So this is Pestgeek Podcast on Instagram. I have to reload the network. Great. Let me do that later. I'll fix that. Pestgeek Podcast on Facebook. All right. So there's my mentions. There's the post. Everything you can see, right?
Right.
So you can see from this is the way it works. On the side here, you got to basically pick what channel you're on so you can see it.
Right.
Okay. When you want to post, you go up here to see create a post. You see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I've got pre-made ones for each. Like this is for Nature Pest. This is for Pestgeek Podcast.
Huh?
All right. So what I do is if I want to post it, I just click this right here and boom, it loads it up to post on these 4 accounts. So I've got Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook group for us already pre-made as a template. Then all I got to do is put the message in here and a link. So if you give me a YouTube, let me see what you posted. Let me go to YouTube here. Give me a second.
Now, when I'm posting on Facebook, I'm actually uploading a video.
You're actually uploading a video, but you're not doing it to groups. You're only doing it to the main page, right?
Yeah.
You're doing it on Franklin.
No, Pestgeek Podcast.
On the but on the page, not in the group.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so let's say I take Dr. Quinn here, which you did yesterday. We need to fix this, bro. We need to take that whole video down,
yeah.
which sucks because I made the mistake, and I told you about it, and I totally forgot that I had to do a voiceover on a piece there to get it. I got his name wrong. So
what is
I don't
his
know.
name?
Carlos. Man, I know his name. Daggone it. And then I just, bro, you asked me a smart question at a dumb time, bro. Hold on a second. It's Contreras. His name is Carlos Contreras. Just remember.
And you actually said that in there, or you? Said
I call him Carlos Cardenas for some reason, and I had in my name Cardenas.
So it's also embedded in the audio.
It's in the audio. I got to do a voiceover on the audio. You got to fix, but now we need to fix it there. We need to fix it also on the post on our website. Has to get the pictures have to get all updated, and he's already got 128 views. But and plus I need to do a change on that SEO because we need to. I want to tag that video for local, but in Scottsdale, Arizona, where he is, so that he gets the local juice back to him. Plus, we need to do a backlink to his website, which isn't on there yet right now. So yeah, so that was a total. I
was looking for his site.
That was a total screw up on my part.
Okay.
The way I did it, but I'm gonna
can catch that. I don't think we need to go back to the graphics.
Yeah, you do, because this overlay on the graphic, you got to redo the whole video. This video has to come down, and we have to upload a complete different video.
Yeah. Good. Yes.
So we got to take this video down. But right now, people are watching it, and nobody cares. But I want to SEO it for local for him. Because
that's why I couldn't find the guy, because I actually Googled and I was trying to locate his company.
Yeah, no.
Came out. I put.
I'll get you all that. I'll put it in. I'll put it on Asana for you, and I'll create it in Asana, so that we can do that. Yeah. So that's our screw up for the day. That's a royal one too. But I'm notorious for misspelling stuff, so everybody knows. So this one, so let me just
like those
right. So here
for TV movies where they change all the bad words.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, strawberries.
So yeah. Oh, strawberries. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a copy of this. Let's see it right here, and then I'll just copy the link. Are you seeing that screen?
Yes.
On YouTube, because I don't know what's sharing, and then I'll drop it in here. This is how easy it is.
Yeah.
I'll drop it in here. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll take the same thing in YouTube. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go in here. Let me see if I can actually copy it. I'll probably do this so it gets a little different signal. And part 2, and then maybe talk about it a little bit more. So I'll go into Hootsuite, right? And then maybe put whatever she was talking about here instead of calling it the same thing, because it's kind of redundant down here.
Yeah.
Maybe Dr. Quinn, and then we get rid of the title and then put it in there. You can see it creates it over here on your right hand side of the screen. Whatever you put in here, see, look, watch.
Real time.
It's real time. Yeah, you can view it in real time of what it's going to say. Then down here,
schedule it.
yeah, and then down here, you can upload a custom picture for it if you don't like the one that's appearing on the screen.
Got it.
You know, I mean, he's looking down on that cut. You know, so we can create a custom thumbnail for that here, and you upload it here, and then basically you post it, and it's done.
Post it or schedule it for.
No, you can do both. I mean, if you want to work through here, now remember, we can't do TikTok. We can only do Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook group, Facebook page. But if you're uploading it, you're uploading the real video. Here, we're linking it to the YouTube channel.
Which one do you think is better?
I think we do both. I think you upload that video, make it permanent on Facebook, and then do a post about it on YouTube, because the podcast is taking care of itself. I would like to push the channel more across the platforms, the YouTube channel. For those that want YouTube, already people figured out they can go to a podcast app and upload our podcast and listen to it.
Got it.
Instead of nobody's going to our page really to listen to it on the page.
Yeah.
People figure it out real quick that they can go to a podcast app and just search it on the iPhone or whatever podcast app they like.
Yeah.
You know, they know how to use their podcast app.
Yeah.
So we don't have to where I would like to push the channel more in the views so we can get more views and push that more.
Got it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So that's what, so I'll send you, shoot me a message. You need the credentials right now.
Just send me the link to Hootsuite, which is
shoot me a message on Messenger right now.
Okay.
So I'll see it. And then you need 3 credentials. You need a credential for Hootsuite, the credentials for Nextdoor, and the credentials for WP Engine. All right. So, and here's what I want you to do for Inglés Wow, so we can start running ads on Inglés Wow.
Yeah.
You know, basically take what you got here that you can see from our ads.
Yeah.
And then I want to see how we run. Here's what I'm thinking, dude. On the creative side, we run ads on Facebook for Inglés Wow off of an actual creative class. In other words, you take one of your classes,
right?
We create a ad using the actual video of a whole class, not 5 minutes, an entire class, so that they can actually have the experience of the class versus doing a picture. And then maybe we run an ad for the same class using a picture that they click over to the academy. And then we can kind of do an A/B split testing between the creative versus just the ad with a picture. See which one is actually performing better.
Right.
And we start running ads, and maybe we start out with, since we're doing Spanish, the cost per click is going to be way lower than what we're running locally. I think if we start out with $1 a day just for the A/B split test and let it run for 30 days and see what happens.
All right.
And then we'll put that under my ad account.
Got it.
Okay. So you don't have to pay for that. We'll do it under mine to test it.
That's cool.
So yeah, bro, I think you got quite a bit to chew on there for the rest of the week, bro. I don't think we need to add any more to this. Let's worry about the website next week as we figure out how much time it's actually taking you to do this.
Got it. Sounds good.
All right, because we're going to be doing ads later. Once I really need to get this week and finish recording those classes.
Yeah.
I got about 6 classes to record for Pestgeek Academy to get that academy running. So then we can start running ads against against that too on Facebook.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll definitely get some reach because I think we're going to only target it. I want to do it this way. I want to target the ads to our group and our Facebook friends, my friends on Facebook. I don't want to do it nationwide. I just want to market to them on Facebook ads because I got 3,000 friends that are in the industry, either wildlife or pest control, plus the group that we have.
That's for the academy.
No, yeah, for the academy, but I want to run ads only against a creative to do an actual class. We market that class, but only to friends of mine and people that are in my group and on my Facebook page.
Got it.
So we don't waste time going to the entire industry yet because that's too broad. We don't have enough marketing dollars to target the whole world.
Got it.
So I think that's a good strategy right there to just do it to those. But I think I want to market against creative to test with people. How do they respond to my actual content?
Right.
You know, and will they willing to buy after they experience an entire class? I think if we give it away for free, the entire class, one class, I think they'll see, yeah, I would want to sign up for this, or no, at least they know what they're getting into. So we create more value because they know what they're buying versus sign up for my class and they don't know what they're getting.
Yeah.
And
That
I think
makes sense.
I think we can test against that. Right. So I'm going to basically discard this post. We're not going to do it. But I think we definitely need to. I would be uploading everything, and everything you create a post for it in Hootsuite and start sharing it daily, like 7 times a day. So what you can do is you can actually go into Hootsuite. Let me show you that. If you go into Hootsuite and you go into Publisher right up here, there's, hold on a second. Let me go to no, I don't want to upgrade. Hold on. Am I here? All right. So if I go into Publisher, okay, you see right up here where it says content?
Yeah.
On the planner, there's a planner and there's content. You can actually go into this planner, okay, and start creating what you want to release for tomorrow.
Oh, doing it through the planner.
Yeah, you can do it through the planner.
Time.
Right. So
Click
you
on
can
one of those for a second. Let me see. For example.
Right. So what I can do here is I just click there and basically you're going to create a post. It's just like you would here. It's identical to this. Same thing.
Yeah,
identical to this.
But you're going straight with the schedule.
Exactly. You're going with the planner. So this right here will allow you to create a post, and you see it, the same thing comes up, but you're scheduling it for Tuesday right here. See the bottom? Do you see my cursor?
Yeah, yeah.
You see it right here. So you can decide what date and what time it releases.
Beautiful.
So now you can create those 7 pieces. You can go ahead and do it. It won't let you do Instagram directly, but you can do LinkedIn, Facebook group, Facebook page, and Twitter.
Right.
For whoever you want to do it for.
Got it.
Okay. So I've got to hire a cleaning lady, bro. This place is a mess. I do. I was actually going to go on Nextdoor now and find one because they were there. They had responded to a request I made, and I haven't called them back like 4 weeks ago. And like right now, I'm getting ready to go put my laundry together so I can drop it off, so I can pick it up tomorrow. Because there's no way I'm doing laundry, but I got way too much on my plate. So yeah, now it's a time I got to hire a cleaning lady at least to come in every 2 weeks. I keep the place pretty clean, but I'm done, bro. I'm toast with all this. Plus, I haven't stopped today, bro, with the phone calls. It's been one thing after another.
Wow.
You know, so
customers or actual calls?
I got calls, customers that called for stuff. I just like this. I closed that $2,000 exclusion deal, and I had to call the manufacturer, place the product order. call my, the plumbing I left and I forgot for a week. It's been dripping. So I have to close the bathroom or else I'm going to go insane or I'm going to pee myself in the chair because I'm hearing this dripping. This dripping constantly, bro. I had to close the bathroom door because I couldn't take it anymore.
Torture. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was starting to hear it in the sink too, but that stopped. So I called them to come in and fix all this. I'm just gonna urinate myself in this chair anytime soon. So I have to limit myself on how much coffee I have. So yeah, bro. So start playing with it, bro. I don't, screw it up, figure it out. I'm gonna send you those credentials now when we hang up. I'll send it to you, and that's it, bro. And there you go. And then I think next week we'll just figure out. Just let me know tomorrow what you created today and how long that took.
Okay.
So that I can kind of budget and understand what's happening, and then
so you'd like 7 different.
I don't know. Try with 7. TikTok. I think TikTok we need 7 a day.
Yeah.
And then just mix it up with everybody's. So what I would do is create 7 pieces of mine here, but store it with a date. And then tomorrow, let's say when you go back and do Steven Van Tassel, pull 7 from Steven and store it. And then you can kind of go through and say, okay, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the first ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tomorrow, so that people don't see like me in the same shirt with the same guy doing the same thing 7 times a day. So in other words, you take from the week as you're producing and create 7 and store it. And then start deciding how you're going to figure out a catalog of how you're going to release it.
Okay.
That's going to be the tough part for, that's why I say take a week to do it so that you can mess it up and figure it out. Right. And then say, okay, how do I now logistically, am I going to take this warehouse of information and logistically?
So I won't post 7. I'm just going to work on get 7 done.
I would say I would go back to Steven yesterday, since yesterday was the first day of the week.
Yeah.
Go through his
another 7. Yeah.
Right. And then go through like his content that you did, and then figure out if you can get maybe 3 to 5 pieces of like 18, 6-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute.
Okay.
That we can start releasing also on YouTube for him.
Got it.
So figure out, the trick is going to be, how do we warehouse it and catalog it in a way that to go today and pull those 7, but I don't want like of today's material that you're going to produce to pull out 7 and post 7 pieces of that on one day.
Exactly.
I would rather
mix it up.
You mix it up so it's something
create 7 and we'll just stock up on them, and then figure out some sort of protocol where we can pick individual from everybody.
Right. So let's say like today you might catalog today's as today's date.
Yeah.
And then figure out, maybe you catalog it as tomorrow's date on the next one. Yeah. And like by that you finish on Sunday.
Right.
But then you take Stevens and you do the same thing. So like, I don't know, figure out a way that you can start dripping it. It's going to take you a while, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you're going to, you get the, but I mean, what I would do is just start dripping it until you figure out a rhythm.
Got it.
It's going to take you probably more than a week to figure this out too, as you're dripping it, to come up with. I mean, right now it seems simple, but when you got 7 of 7, 7 times 7 is what, 49?
Yeah.
You're going to have 49 pieces of content that you got to catalog and decide how you're going to drip feed it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Right. So let me stop the share. Yeah. So that's it. And then plus now you have this one we just did. Yeah. I'm gonna finish this and upload it to you in a couple. I just finished doing a podcast this morning. It's already on Google Drive for you.
Okay,
and then
cool.
And basically, bro, I think we had that schedule that we did, that we said, let's do Van Tassel on Wednesday and this and that, and then so far that's shot to hell because the content didn't come in that order. It just doesn't in reality. Right. So I would do it in the order that I uploaded by day. Okay. I wouldn't even worry about if Van Tassel comes out on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Got it.
You know, because
Yeah.
his stuff, he's trickling into, he's more easy to program because I've got a warehouse for him and we
Right.
can do him on Monday. My stuff, honestly, I could care less.
Right.
I could care less if I would do the next thing. So like Jonovich came in next, do that. And if now we have the next one with Kid Romeo is the next one that's cataloged in that order because of date, do that, bro. Do it in other words, first in, first out.
Got it.
If it comes in like that on inventory, I would just, because it's too hard, bro, for you to juggle all this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start getting picky about it. As long as it's content, we put it out. I think it's going to be fine.
Perfect. Sounds
So
good. All right. I'm gonna splice together then the Janovich thing.
yeah, and then Fridays, let me know what your day on Friday, how it looks, because
Okay.
we might devote then Friday afternoons
Right.
because you got all day to then maybe
Right.
working on the website on Fridays,
Got it.
one day a
Got
week,
it.
and maybe you can knock out because your grammar is easy. You can probably crank out 1 page an hour, and maybe fix
Right.
four pages a day, one day a
Right.
week, and devote 4 hours just to that where you can focus.
Got it.
So let me work on that and get it set up for you for Friday. And then that
Perfect.
way you can figure out, remember, start programming. Like I would release all this weird stuff Saturday and Sunday so that we have content going out Saturday and Sunday. And
Got
then if you do micro content that is short, maybe it's only 9 minutes, I would create a podcast for it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's, and then I'm going to show you tomorrow how to take the
Now-
audio.
Now on the TikTok, for
No.
example, the TikTok
No.
stuff, we only have a minute.
No, not that. Anything that's probably longer than 6 minutes. Like in other words, the stuff you make for YouTube that you took an entire piece of when I switched segued into another subject,
Yeah.
take that whole content of that whole answer and
Okay.
create a YouTube video, but also create a podcast for it.
All right. And as far as TikTok goes, because those are really only 1 minute at the most.
Don't do audio for TikTok.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the actual micro content. How do you want me to handle TikTok? Because I can only work
Figure out the most interesting 7 minutes in that whole thing and create 7 from a whole piece of segment.
Okay.
You're listening to something through what Jonovich and I talked about that you thought was interesting and that is worth a minute of somebody's time and create it. I mean, just decide. You're going to have to toss a coin because you've got 128 minutes and you only got 7 to choose while you're listening through it. I would do TikTok last just simply because you're going to be able to create 5 pieces for YouTube. And then you're going to create 5 pieces for Instagram. So by the time you've listened to those 5 pieces, you've got a pretty good idea. Oh, I like, at 1 minute, 38 minutes, or 13 minutes and 38 seconds, he said this would make an interesting TikTok. I would just keep a note tab with you and make, oh, this was interesting. Figure out what the 7 most interesting things that we talked about was and create that.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to toss a coin on that, bro. I don't think you're going to get that perfectly.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So let me get to work on this stuff.
All right. I'm going to end it then. And then I'm going to actually publish this and send it to you. So this will be an actual podcast.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So what we can do is I think our strategy sessions, bro, will help people understand how this creative stuff works in the real world.
Yes.
So I think it's important that they have it and we'll give it away.
Sounds good.
All right, bro. Later.
All right, take it easy, man. God bless.
God bless.